Hey, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, how you doing? And if you're not, welcome back. As you read from the title down below, this is a coming out video. My experience, actually. I'm not trying to make this video long or too short, but before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because why not? Make sure you follow me on all of my social media. It will be down below. It will be at the top of this. Yeah, it will be down here. Yeah. And once again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, or what is you doing? So let's get right into the video. And before this continue, I want to make something clear. This video is not made to bash anybody, be disrespectful, or make anybody feel some type of way. This is simply my experience, nothing else. Okay? Okay, do we have a clear understanding, babes? Next. Okay, so when I was little, my stepdad used to play baseball with me all the time. That was the only sport that I actually liked playing, was baseball. But after a while, I stopped. But I can still play baseball if I wanted to, so don't get it twisted. But usually, he would take me and my brothers outside to play football. But I never played because, like, baby, I didn't like that kind of stuff. I didn't like playing football, basketball, none of that. If it wasn't baseball, you would not catch me playing. So while they was outside playing baseball and stuff, I used to go in the house and hide out and put clear nail polish on. Not knowing that that was only, well, I wouldn't say it was only for girls or whatever, because baby, it's clear nail polish. But I was definitely not outside. I was definitely not outside doing nothing. Plus, I never liked the heat. And then, you know, when I was... my voice was high as crap. You would have thought I was a little ass girl, I swear to you. Like, some people try to make me lower my voice. Like, what could I do about that? I was a little child. How can I lower my voice? Ghetto. Okay, during the summer, it was hot as hell, like, baby. And we used to bring out the pool or whatever. Me, my aunt, and cousins, we used to get in the pool all the time. And then one day, my grandma caught me slipping because I was the last person to go outside to get in the pool. She noticed that I was walking weird and I wasn't walking like a normal person. So she told me not to go outside. She told me to come back. I thought there was something wrong with my shorts or something. I don't know. But she told me to turn back around and walk. And she saw that my hips was moving. Like I wasn't walking straight. It was always hips. And you know, I was chubby. Oh my God, people do not believe me when I say I was chubby when I was little. I wouldn't say I was little, but I was chubby, baby. She had got one of them, you know them spatulas? One of them big cooking spoons. Big cooking spoon. Ain't no little one. And she was beating me just to make me walk straight. I was so confused. She would get on my case every day about it. I was still confused because I'm like, I thought I was walking normal. I don't know what she accomplished out of that because, baby, I still walked the same way. But by the time she was done doing what she was doing with me, I didn't want to get in the pool no more. Like, I was crying and everything. I didn't know I was acting like a girl. I didn't know I was doing girly things and stuff. I wouldn't change shit about me, okay? But anyways, we're gonna skip to middle school because, yeah, 6th grade. I was very quiet. I still didn't talk to anybody. Can't remember much, but it was just one boy. He was always picking on me, and I was picking back. You feel me? But it won't like, no, oh, I'm gonna beat your this and that, blah, blah, blah. We would just play fighting and stuff. It wasn't nothing serious. And baby, it was cute. Now he just, I mean, he all right now, but back then, baby, he had that low cuts and... he always had his uniform shirt unbuckled, like 2 buttons unbuckled. And I was like, I used to punch him in the chest. A little old me. I remember one day when my grandma wanted to do my hair. She did my hair. She also put beads in my hair. I didn't know what she was doing to my hair. She just said she wanted to do my hair. She came and got me or whatever. And when she did my hair, I seen extra hair. And I'm like, extra hair? She gonna do that for? She told me to sit down. She started doing my hair and stuff, and then she started bringing out beads, and I'm like, am I about to have some inches? So I thought I was doing something, or at least I thought she was doing something. I go to school the next day. I forgot I had that joint in my head. I'm sitting over here moving my head, not knowing that I'm making a whole bunch of noise with these beads. I'm in my science class, just moving my head, because it was real fucking quiet. I'm just going at it. My teacher was like, who is making all that noise? I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was me making all that noise, even though it was real quiet. And I'm like, it should have been obvious, but okay. And then I started talking. She thought it was a female talking. No, it was me. Everybody in the classroom was laughing. 6th grade was when I realized that I was, but I was definitely still in the closet. I don't know if I was doing a good job at hiding it. Definitely was a fail. We gonna skip to high school, okay? That's what I remember the most. 9th grade, my freshman year, I was not talking to nobody. I literally talked to nobody. Like, I was very, very, very antisocial. 10th grade was when I came out. But I had met some friends in the beginning of the school year, but I was also figuring out myself, But I remember being in theater arts. I felt comfortable in that class, and I also felt like... But as time flew by in that class, I felt a little bit comfortable. I kept getting comfortable. I was thinking hard about, making that phone call. The crazy thing is, as the months kept going by, I kept thinking about it, but I really didn't want to, do it because I wasn't sure and I didn't know how my family was going to react or anything like that. Around my birthday or whatever, before I even went to school, I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking real hard. I could have did it before I left the house, but I didn't. Me and my family, we went to my grandma's house just because, because we always go over there or whatever. And then my mama kept talking about she wanted some ice cream and whatever. So she was trying to send my grandma to the store to get some ice cream. I wasn't trying to go because I didn't want to go at all. And I still remember what I had on that day. I had on some skinny pants, some skinny jeans with holes in it, and a gray and white stripe sweater. So my grandma kept trying to get me to come. She was like,
Reed, come with me.
And I was like, she basically made me come. So we driving or whatever to the store or whatnot, and then we sitting in a parking lot for a good minute. Like, we came to go get ice cream. We ain't come to just sit in a parking lot. And so after a while, she started talking to me, asking me questions. She was like,
why you got on these pants? You like girl clothes and stuff?
And I was just like, girl clothes? I'm sitting up here trying to get her to stop talking. She asking me questions about, like, you like boys, you like this, you like that. I'm trying not to answer these questions because why are you asking me this? And the crazy thing is, the whole time she was doing it, she was sounding so sweet. She was asking questions, a lot of questions, to get me to give in. She was not gonna stop asking me these questions until I gave her the right answer. She's sitting up here saying, if you like boys, that's fine with me. I'll support you. I love you no matter what, and all this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but I like girls. She was just giving me this story, like a sweet little story. And then I finally gave in because I felt like I was being forced to talk. Even when I didn't want to, I didn't even want to leave the house. I wasn't going to be able to leave unless I gave her that answer. Because I said no the first time, but she did not believe me. So I said yes, and we finally got the chance to go in the store and get the ice cream. On the way back, it was a man, but it looked like a woman walking down the street. I seen it in the corner of my eye. But when she asked me, she was like, you seen that boy? I was like, no. She was like, I know you seen that person, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I didn't see anybody. I wasn't looking in that direction. When I came out to my mama, it was a whole different reaction. I thought my mama was gonna be more supportive or whatever. And I thought my grandma was gonna be disrespectful and all types of stuff. But it was the opposite. Well, at least that's what I thought. After we done left the store and got the ice cream or whatever, my mama asked me, she was like, what did y'all talk about? What took y'all so long and all this and that? And I was just like, we didn't talk about nothing at all. On the way back home, my mama kept asking me, what was y'all doing? What was y'all doing? Why is your face looking like that and all this and that? I was like, nothing. Next day I had to go to school, whatnot. I was thinking about what happened that night. I was talking to my best friend or whatever. I was venting, but not really. At the time, I didn't know what to do or say about it because it just happened. Like, I didn't know what to do. My grandma told me not to tell my mama. I told her 3 days after I came out to my grandma. That's when I told my mama, because it was like, what's the point of hiding it now? my grandma knows, so my mama might as well know. And the crazy thing is, when I was little, they all knew. When I came out to my mama, it wasn't in person, but I was 16. Oh, no, I was 15. I kept asking the people in my classroom, not really. I asked one person. I came up to one person, one of my friends, and I was like, do you think I should tell my mama this and tell my mama that right now, or just wait? Because I'm not really ready to do all that, but ready. They was telling me to stop trying to be somebody I'm not. So that's when I was like, Bumpy, I'm gonna just say it. Before I even left the house that morning, I was thinking hard about telling her before I got on that bus and went to school. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Because then I'm going to be nervous all day and feeling some type of way all day. So I was like, let me just keep it cute and simple and just wait the day out. And then I told her while I was in class. And then after I told her, she texted me back. And then she called me asking me what was I talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know exactly what I'm talking about, sweetie. But nah, I was like, you know what I'm talking about. I did not want to go home. I swear I did not want to go home. I was trying to find a way to stay at school. I was going to come up with something. She said we will talk about it more when I get home. But when I got home, we didn't talk about it at all. We didn't even talk about it the next day. And I'm just like...
So... you got me nervous for no reason?
I actually felt good about it, but at the same time, it was just like, now I gotta figure out how my other family members was gonna feel about it. But at the same time, I was like, I'm my own person. I don't care about how anybody else feel about me or anything, but the ones that I see every single day. After a while, my mama did come to me and talk to me or whatever. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but it was very weird because being a gay male, especially at a young age, you will want somebody to support you in every way. But she talked to me, she said she supported me and all this and that. She was just telling me that I was never gonna be happy. I was going to hell. And I was just like, wow, I did not expect you to say that because we were so close. Me and my mom was so close. But after that, I kind of fell apart with her. And I fell apart with my grandma because my grandma and me and my grandma, we were so close. I swear, every day I was always with her. I was always doing everything with her. After all that, I fell apart with my grandma and my mama. They opened my eyes completely. I still love them or whatever. They still love me. But they just have a funny way of showing it. You feel me? But every time they'll talk to me or anything, it'll always feel like they trying to attack me and stuff. I was always in my room. I literally stayed in my room. Every time my grandma came, I avoid her. Every time my mama tried to come to me and talk to me, I avoid her. I avoid everybody. I stayed to myself. I didn't talk to my family. I didn't even try to hang out with them. I don't even really go to my grandma's house like that no more. Unless my aunt is there. I don't really sit there with my mama. But that's because, you know, I'm getting older, so I want to be in my own space, you feel me? I don't want to be around a lot of people like that. At the time, it was always some homophobic stuff being said, and I was feeling some type of way. And I wasn't never like saying anything about it. I was always keeping my mouth closed because I was being respectful. Because that was my grandma and that was my mom. So I wasn't trying to be disrespectful with them at all. I was just simply telling them how I felt. I told them I tried to get rid of the thoughts of being gay. But then they was trying to argue and stuff with my aunt. You know when you got that one person that you always go to the vent and stuff? My aunt was that one person. She was the only one that understood. She knew the whole entire time. She was just waiting for me to come out. And I really appreciate that. And when I did come out, she was not rude. She was not disrespectful. She was not being weird or anything. She was being very supportive. And I wish that I had got the same energy from my grandma and my mama. Especially my mama. But they was trying to argue with her and stuff. They felt like she was encouraging me to do the things that I was doing, or encouraging me to have those thoughts and think I was born that way. But that was not the case. They don't understand. They would never understand because they never been that way. They aren't that way. It was wrongful how they was talking to her. Every time me and my mama got in an argument or whatever, my grandma always seemed to get involved in every argument. At the time, when I was talking to my mama, I don't be arguing. I just be talking, trying to explain myself, but she never wanted to listen to what I had to say. Like, she'll sit there and let me hear what she got to say. But when it's my turn to talk, she don't want to hear it. I let it go. Then my grandma always seemed to get involved in our arguments and stuff. And then she'll try to tell me some things and stuff, try to fuss at me or try to get me straight. And I'm like, you don't even know what's going on. You don't even know why we're arguing or what we talking about. So why are you even saying anything? And when it comes to me trying to explain myself to her, she wouldn't even listen either. I didn't ever say anything because I was being respectful. I'm always a respectful person. I'm a nice person. I'm never sitting over arguing with somebody for no reason or arguing with people, period. And I never been the type to disrespect my own family. Like, no. Especially my mama and my grandma, never disrespected them. But one day when my aunt was around, me and my mama got into it, I guess. Just a little bit. But you know, sometimes when you arguing with your parents or talking to your parents, they get loud for no reason. And then you start to get loud because you feel like you being attacked. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And I felt like I was being attacked. And then my grandma jumped in it and then got louder. And I'm like, what's going on? And then my grandma, she was talking like she was about to come over there and hit me. And so she got up and got closer to me. I was just sitting here waiting because I was like, you finna hit me for what? But when she got closer to me, my aunt had stepped in front of me because she knew I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, and she knew my grandma really didn't have a reason to hit me. My aunt has been really protective and really supportive towards me. I just wanted to be happy, but them couple of freaking months was like hell, like literally. Over the years it did get better, but it was still kind of, weird. Then I accepted it, and then I just didn't really care too much about how they felt anymore. So I started doing my own thing, and I can honestly say I've been very happy. Still doing my thing. I don't really care about how anybody feels. I wish it never ended like that because I wanted to stay close to my family. I want to stay close to everybody. But yeah, I didn't let that destroy who I was, because being me, babe, I'm gonna always be me regardless if anybody like it or not. 2020, that was like the worst year ever because the pandemic and all this stuff was going on at the time, and everything was still weird between me and my mama and my grandma or whatever, but it wasn't that bad. Oh my god. So me and my best friend was always together at school. We always had the same classes, same lunch sometimes. But even if we didn't have the same lunch, I would always find my way to his lunch, okay? Because, baby, I don't think he came out at the time, but I did. I came out. One day, the lights went out at school. We was in theater arts class when the lights came off, and we didn't know where to go, so we just stayed there. But we ended up going to the gym because that was the only place where mostly everybody was. When we went to the gym or whatever, it was almost time for us to go home. So we just went there and sat. Me and my two best friends was there, just us three. While we just sitting there waiting for the bell to ring or for them to tell us that we can go home, me and my best friend sitting over there play fighting because we bored as crap. We sitting over there bored, so we play fighting and stuff. And then we ended up sitting down, but okay, it was a bench. There's a bench, and on this side there's the gym door. Okay, the bench. I'm sitting at the end of this one, on this side. And my female best friend, she's standing up in front of us or whatever. And my other best friend, he's sitting on this side. But when you walking into the door, you can't tell how far we are from each other. You can only see us two sitting on the same thing, but it looks like we're right there. Okay, thinking about just joining right now is so funny. My mama walked in there, she saw us too. She thought we were sitting beside each other, holding each other in hands and all types of stuff. But I was like, she came in there tripping, yelling and everything, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Ain't nobody doing nothing. But before all that, my mom was looking for me. She was calling me, but I couldn't get in touch with her because my phone was dead. She got on campus or whatever, and was walking around with my little brother looking for me. She couldn't find me until she went to the gym. And I was like, yeah, I'm there. When she finally found me, it was time for me to go. When we was leaving, was outside in the courtyard. She's sitting over yelling, talking junk, all types of stuff, trying to get loud, trying to embarrass me in front of everybody. And I'm just like, I just kept my mouth closed. Zip, keep it closed. But anyways, now it's just like, I know my grandma kind of still feels some type of way, but at the same time she don't. My grandma used to send me some videos of a man preaching and stuff about homosexuals and all this and that. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why are you doing it? She used to put me in group chats and stuff. She'd be like, have you watched these videos? Have you watched this? Have you watched that? No, I haven't. I used to go to her house and she used to have it playing on the TV or whatever, hoping that I'll sit there and watch it. I'll sit there and listen to it, but what he's saying is like mad disrespectful. And how you expect me to feel about that? But I didn't really care, because who knows what that man doing behind closed doors. Now it's just like they kind of loosen up, but they still feel some type of way because of the stuff I'm doing now. Like, I do my hair all the time. I do my eyebrows way more. I guess because I look like a female. Regardless if I don't have this in or anything else, you gonna think I'm a female regardless. Trust me. Happens all the time, especially at work. I could be bald-headed at work and they still think I'm a female. But yeah, I don't care. I wear what I want now. I do whatever I want, honestly. They like how I dress or whatever. Sometimes when I'm dressing up and stuff, I look like my mama. Especially when I'm going to work, sometimes I look just like her. So I'm glad I don't look like my daddy, honestly, because baby. But I just want to say this. If you want to come out, make sure you're ready. Make sure you got somebody by your side. Make sure you have somebody that's going to support you. Even if your parents or anybody that's close to you don't. Make sure you are mentally ready for it, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be easy for some people. It's going to be hard for the others. But, you know, you still got to be strong for yourself and have somebody there. And I want to say, just because your parents or whoever don't accept you for who you are, don't mean you got to hate them. Just don't let what they say or do get to you, because they probably gonna regret saying what they said or doing what they doing. I always love your family, no matter what. You ain't got to talk to them or do anything with them, but just love them. For some people, if it's different, baby, I don't know what to say. It's like, make sure you are ready for all that. Don't just do it just because your friend or somebody else say you should just come out and understand. You have to be ready for all that. It's a lot that comes behind that. But anyways, that was my experience of coming out or whatever. I probably didn't even say everything, but yeah, that was mostly what I remember. But yeah, I hope you like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Especially if you ain't subscribed by now. Like, baby, you watched this whole video and did not subscribe? What's going on? What's really going on? Do I need to get closer? What's going on? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell, and make sure you follow me on all of my social media. It'll be down here below and down in the description below, period. And if you haven't watched my recent videos, make sure you go watch them, because yeah, you need to catch up. I know I ain't got much up here, but baby, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.